Tropical storm Hermine is soaking Florida's Gulf Coast right now and will likely become a hurricane by the time it makes landfall as early as tonight. Residents are being told to expect more than a foot of rain and tornadoes. Omar Villafranca is in Clearwater.
Relentless rainfall, howling winds, and rising waters pummeled Florida's Gulf Coast as outer bands from Tropical Storm Hermine pushed toward the Sunshine State.
A little nervous, a little more than a little nervous.
This is my parking lot. I don't think I can park there.
Overnight in Sarasota, voluntary evacuations were underway. Emergency crews navigated through waist-deep water looking for anyone possibly trapped.
Officers were actually, they are coming up to me and their gun belts are underwater. They are actually up to here in water.
The storm has yet to make landfall, but has already submerged streets in the coastal town of Gulfport and dumped more than 9 inches of rain on parts of the state. Governor Rick Scott has declared a state of emergency in more than 50 Florida counties.
We have 8,000 members of our National Guard that are prepared to be mobilized, but you as an individual have to do your part. Have water, 3 days of water, 3 days of food. And if you think you might need to go to a shelter, know where a shelter is.
Schools are canceled here today in anticipation of up to 20 inches of rain. To make matters more difficult, there could be tornadoes in Florida and Georgia. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Clearwater, Florida.
Over in Hawaii, they're feeling the effects of Madeline, which started out as a Category 1 hurricane, then weakened to a tropical storm. Normally packed tourist destinations look like ghost towns today, with business windows boarded up and sandbags stacked against the doors. The storm surge could be dangerously deep, and road closures are in effect, so first responders can get to anyone in need of urgent help. 14 emergency shelters are open in Hawaii in case electricity takes days to get restored. Hopefully, some of those vacationers secured trip insurance before they traveled. Back here, police are investigating a deadly crash that claimed the life of a woman just minutes after she left work. Authorities tell us 64-year-old Pamela Myatt of Old Hickory had just left her workplace on Massman Drive when her car veered off the road and crashed into a concrete culvert. The victim's co-worker is actually the person who drove up on the accident site around 1 a.m. Myatt was rushed to the closest hospital but was pronounced dead a short time later. Police believe she may have suffered a medical emergency, and that's what could have caused her to lose control. There was no evidence of drugs or alcohol at the scene. A former Williamson County coach is behind bars for sexually assaulting a 10-year-old girl. Now the victim's family claims USA Gymnastics did not keep children safe from assault. A Georgia judge ruled to unseal the files of 54 sex abuse complaints and dozens of depositions with coaches from across the country. One of those includes that Williamson County coach. The Robinson family says their daughter, now 26, applauds the judge's ruling. The court will likely release those sealed documents in 30 days, pending an appeal by USA Gymnastics. Well, have you flipped your calendar to September? The turn of the page means it's football time in Tennessee. Vanderbilt, the UT Vols, and Tennessee Tech all have home games tonight, and there's already some road closures around West End along Vandy's campus. Parts of Jess Neely Drive and Natchez Trace around the stadium are blocked off. That area will be packed with thousands of tailgaters all afternoon. The Commodores kick things off at 7 tonight against the South Carolina Gamecocks. The Tennessee Vols host Appalachian State tonight over in Knoxville. And don't forget, the Titans are also playing their final preseason game tonight in Miami. Finally, if you have a phobia that involves bees, this is a good time to briefly turn your head. Look closely there and you'll see what the buzz is all about. Honeybees, thousands of them, decided to make a new home at Carbondale City Hall in Pennsylvania. You can bet workers made a beeline for the door with a quick exit for the day. I'm sure hoping they had some time off as the professionals were called in to lure the hive away to a safer spot.